So when it comes to TV backlights, there's really only three approaches to it. There's the one like I have right now, which is kind of a static light, which I can change on an app. There's the other method, which moves in time with what's on screen, but it does involve sticking a very ugly webcam to your TV. And then there's the most advanced approach, which I like, but is very expensive. It's the Philips AMBILIGHT approach, where you have a control box and you plug your device with a HDMI into that, and then another HDMI from the box to the TV. That way it bypasses the colors and matches everything that's on screen. But here's the problem, the AMBILIGHT solution is very expensive, and to be quite honest with you, you might as well spend a bit more money and actually get a Philips AMBILIGHT TV with it already pre-installed. And I've been waiting for a manufacturer to do what Philips AMBILIGHT does, but maybe just a bit cheaper. And that is exactly what this is from LytMi. It's called the Neo. It has a control box just like the AMBILIGHT, and you can plug whatever you want into it via HDMI and output it to the TV, and that way we're going to get a color match on the back wall. Just like AMBILIGHT, but a fraction of the price. I have no idea how good this is, so what I'm going to do now is set it up, test it out, and I'll let you guys know at the end of the video what I actually think of this product. So you can see what I've got here. This is just your classic light strip, and I can control it with an app and everything. I kind of just winged it when it came to applying it to the back of the TV. This one's way more professional. Look at these pieces I've got here, and look how thick the cables are. Look at that. So these things are great because one of the most tricky parts of putting LEDs around a TV is the corners, and these have got this nice little slope, and it's made perfectly to make sure you get a nice finish at the end. So you also get these nice little runners as well. I'm only going to use 3. But you could use as many as you want. There's 6 here in the pack. Now that clicked in so nicely. And it was at this point that I realized I'd f***ed it up. Okay, so I've messed it up, and let this be a lesson to you. When you order these lights, make sure you get the right size lights for your TV, because what happened was when LytMi reached out to me, they said, hey, do you want to look at the lights? I said, yeah. And they said, what size TV do you have? I said 65, because I thought I was going to have a 65-inch Sony A90J here by now. I don't, and I've still got my 55-inch, and I've also now got tons of extra cable. And one of the big selling points for these lights over the Philips AMBILIGHTs is the fact that it covers all 4 sides of the screen. And as you can see right now, one strip covers 3 sides of a 55-inch TV. And if I try and put these on there as well, it's going to mess up all of the color sync with the TV. So I'm just going with 3 sides of the TV. But just know, if you do buy these, it is designed for all 4 sides. The good thing is I can use this somewhere else now. So one of the things I love about the LytMi Neo is it adds another element to your viewing experience. Typically you're just focused on the screen, but this actually broadens the horizons when it comes to what you're seeing. For example, when you've got a bright screen like this, it kind of fills that peripheral vision. And then if you're watching movies that are really scary and very dark, and then all of a sudden something jumps out and frightens you, it lights up the whole room with that sort of surprise on screen. So it can actually heighten the viewing experience in some cases. But of course, you're probably not going to need to use something like this if you're watching the news and they're telling you about a new version of the coronavirus, Megatron or Galvatron or some other Transformer name. And this version that I have here supports HDMI 2.0, which means pretty much most set-top boxes will pass through just fine. If you have HDMI 2.1 devices, for example, a PlayStation 5, and you're trying to output 120 frames per second, it won't handle that. It has to be HDMI 2.0, so just keep that in mind. One of the things that could make this even better is if there were more HDMI inputs and you could kind of use it as a HDMI switcher. That would be pretty awesome. And something that I haven't set up, which is truly awesome, is you can actually use the LytMi box as an Alexa Echo device in a way, and you can send voice commands to it, and the way it fits to the TV is awesome. And of course it will fit even better if you get the right size, and if you mess up like I did, you can improvise and run it across the back of your TV stand. I will be upgrading this TV soon, so I will be able to use it properly, and you'll notice the colors match, but they don't match perfectly. When you have the right size LytMi strip for the TV that you're using, it will match up and sync with the colors much better. And compared to other solutions that I've seen similar to this, the brightness output on the back is probably the best that I've seen. So this is the LytMi Neo, an alternative to the Philips AMBILIGHT solution, which is incredibly expensive. This one's a fraction of the price. I do recommend it. There'll be a link below this video. If you got any value out of this one, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. See you in the next one. Don't be late.